The good, the bad, and the gossip with John, Jay, and Rich.
Hey, real quick, good news. We were telling anybody listening to the show that's new, want to know how funny Kyle is. Her husband made this video. Somebody tweeted it to me, and I just retweeted it. So it's a hilarious video of Kyle in her kitchen. And it's a Vine video. And I know if you go to, I'm at John J. Van S, and you can find it. It's hilarious, Kyle. Let's do the GBG, the good, the bad, the gossip.
Thanks. Okay. Dancing with the Stars is on tonight. Last week, we got to see Paris Hilton supporting her friend Christina Milian and Jack Osbourne. Of course, Christina Milian got booted off the show. But, of course, this sparked some rumors that Paris Hilton was there, maybe getting the vibe of what goes down, maybe insinuating that she may be a contestant on Dancing with the Stars. So the rumors started swirling around, and when asked straight up about it, she pretty much shut it down and said no.
I like to dance at clubs, but I couldn't do a show like that. I'm way too busy. And they say they have to do rehearsals like 6 hours a day or something.
Yes.
I don't have the time for that.
She's just there to support her friends and maybe plug her album because, she's promoting her new album. So
she's got the time
that's all.
that.
She doesn't, Rich. She's traveling. She's a DJ now. So she's all over the clubs, okay? Ryan Reynolds, he was voted Sexiest Man Alive 2010, 2011. He was forced to strip down during a plane flight. Now, back in the day, like it was that long ago, back in the day, when he was voted Sexiest Man Alive, he said he was flattered.
Well, at first it was nice, but then your brothers get hold of it.
The older brothers.
Yeah, I got 3 older brothers.
They're all jealous.
No, they hammered me for it. As well they should.
So you get a little taste from that Ryan Reynolds isn't one to just take off his shirt, just to show off his toned physique, right?
He's so cool.
Turns out that a girl sitting in front of him on his flight, she got sick and super sick to the point where she ralphed. Now, she was trying to save the person next to her. She was sitting in the window seat, so she turned her head and sort of, ralphed on the window. But I don't know if it's centrifugal force or some sort of thing happened, but it was mostly made up of red wine, so it wasn't thick enough to just stay there. It went all over Ryan Reynolds in his fancy cashmere sweater.
Did he yell at her like, hey, sick bag, that's what they're there for?
No, he
When he
didn't
called her
yell at
sick
her.
bag. Hey, sick bag. Why would you puke on me?
No.
You got your in-flight magazine in the sick bag. It's not that hard.
No. Of course, he was a perfect gentleman about the whole thing, but had to take off his sweater because no one wants to sit in a puke-filled sweater. The whole rest of the flight. Now, after the flight was over, Ryan and Blake Lively, who was on the flight with him, got escorted off by airport security. But it was funny because I guess from what I hear, the flight attendants were reportedly giggling amongst themselves and couldn't stop staring at him as he's sitting there with his T-shirt off.
Now, earlier we brought this up, and Kyle said she was thrown up on her feet at a bar. And then I got a tweet here from Lauren Owens, and she says, Ryan Reynolds got thrown up on an airplane. I got thrown up on in a movie theater. So we are coming up next, 877-937-1047. We want to hear from anyone that's got thrown up on.
Yeah,
by a person, not a baby.
A stranger.
Yeah. Kevin Jonas and his wife Danielle are calling it quits. But don't forget, it's just on their giant New Jersey mansion. They want a little bit more privacy. You can see their big, huge house that's featured on Married to Jonas. You can see it from the street, and they have already bought some land, and they just are going to build an entirely new place to live where they've got a little bit more privacy. And Danielle is pregnant, and so from what I hear, they bought it back a couple years ago for like $1.19 million, and they're selling it for $2.2, which is a nice little profit they got going.
That'll pay for a nice house.
Who wants to live in New Jersey?
Them. Nobody in the Jonas Brothers camp is talking about their Twitter account going away or, the cancellation of the tour. But Joe Jonas gave his very first interview. He didn't talk about the alleged drug use or anything like that, which is what a lot of people were hoping. But he did reveal that he's thinking about a career change. For now, Joe shared that he's looking at other projects to fill his time. He says he thinks acting would be a lot of fun. He'd like to, maybe do that and get into producing music for other artists, but didn't name who specifically. Nick and Kevin haven't commented on their plans just yet or the alleged drug use plans.
There is
Joe
proof
Jonas.
that he was on drugs.
Proof?
Former Disney star and... Wait, no, that's not it. No, that's it. Never mind.
Boy band.
Former Disney star is enough.
Okay, that's it. That's all. That's all you got.
That's it.
John Jay, you were right. Last week I was telling you all of these, not on that. Last week I was telling you guys about how Jamie Foxx was rumored to be dating Katie Holmes. And you had said a little birdie told you that she had actually gone on some dates with George Clooney.
Right.
And now another little birdie
A week
is talking
later
to the tabloids saying, yes, they have gone on a couple of dates. They're keeping it on the down low because their romance is casual at this time. However, from what I hear, Katie Holmes has always had a crush on George Clooney. So she's like okay with the rumors.
Yeah, but she had a crush on Tom Cruise, too. Remember, she had Top Gun poster in her
marrying
room.
him. But George Clooney doesn't want to get married, so I don't know how this one's going to work out for her. We'll see. On our website, johnjrich.com, keyword GBG. There's a little update also on a story that leaked last week. Austin Mahone was in the hospital. He had to tell his Mahomies that his tour was canceled and he'd have to reschedule it. But there is an update on how he's doing and what happened to him on our website, johnjrich.com, keyword GBG.
All right, so Kelsey told us she heard a nasty rumor